school that this lady could actually communicate with like aliens or whatever whatnot. She didn't do the the sound that they make you know what I'm saying? But she communicating with them like I'm like okay, alright. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my goodness, it was like something else. I'm like, wow, that was really something. You know what I'm saying? That was what's up. Because I just said that just give that show a chance or whatever when you know what I mean? And then I watched this movie called Abducted at the Everglades or whatever whatnot, and it was real good. It was good as ever. Something, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, it was really something. And it's from this year. You know what I'm saying? Real though. So that was like some cool stuff or whatever when I, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that was something, really something or whatever when I, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I was just up there just thinking or whatever. And I was looking. I don't even have to search that much on Hulu because Hulu be having stuff for this year right here, you know what I'm saying? On you know what I'm saying, the other apps I have to look for them and all that stuff. The only two apps that I don't have trouble looking for stuff that's from this year is Netflix and Hulu. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Brother, oh my goodness, you out there looking at Peacock and then just out there trying to figure out something that from this year or whatever when I, you know what I mean? Brother, but on the other hand, it's you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing fine by finding them or whatever when I, you know what I mean? Brother, anyway, so yeah, it was it's cool. It's cool as ever. And I haven't read about that. Anyway, so yeah, I was out there I got done sparring and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? At school and all that. Came back home. You know what I mean? Shit, did a video or whatever whatnot. And then I got done eating and drinking me some water. And then I brushed my teeth and all that and shit. Brother. And it was cool. It was cool as ever, you know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? Every time a teacher want me to be at this school, I'm already there. I'm already there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry or nothing like that. And every time she walk into that cafeteria, she see my bag right there on the side. Right by the computer. You know what I'm saying? I'm shoot. Shoot, just you know what I'm saying? I just move past just like that. I'm starting to move past with everything now. You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm oh my goodness. The only thing I don't move past is when I eat or whatever. When I, you know what I mean? For real though, anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now just walk past or whatever, whatnot, move around the house real fast and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just do my thing or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I do. I do that. You know what I mean? I just do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Right, even if I had to clean my room, I hurry up and clean it. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously I do that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't do it, I always go get done. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm just up there just thinking or whatever, you know what I mean? Right, just up there just go keep on looking at some scary stories or whatever whatnot, you know what I'm saying? They said it was based off a true story or whatever whatnot, you know what I mean? Right, anyway, so yeah, it was kinda cool or whatever, you know what I mean? Right, they might put the footage of the edge or something like that, you know what I mean? Right, even if they don't, it might be from true story events or whatever or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? For real. Anyway, so yeah, actually just up there checking out a whole vegetable or whatever whatnot, you know what I mean? For real. Just you know what I'm saying, checking out just I think it's shooter game or a scary game or whatever whatnot, what it's supposed to be or whatever. You know what I'm saying lockdown or whatever or something like that, or breaking or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Jay was playing this game or whatever, and he was up there trying to hide from the killer, and the killer always found him and all this stuff. I remember he tried to, like, you know what I'm saying, hide from the killer and try to run from the killer. Stamina don't even stay up that much, you know what I'm saying, for real. He was cooked for sure, you know what I'm saying, for real. Oh my goodness, that was funny as ever, for real. Like, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it was really something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah, I did, like, you know, I'm taking on that a lot of things and all stuff like that. You know what I mean? For real though. I'm telling you. It's like really something or whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, I'm just like, you know, checking out a lot of stuff on, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, Hulu and, like, you know what I'm saying, all that, you know, she ended up just trying to, like, you know, find some, like, you know, stuff that, like, came out this year or whatever, you know what I mean? For real though, and, like, it's like, Hulu be up on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, they, like, you know, present stuff from this year and stuff like that. Paramount Plus and, like, Peacock gotta have to, like, you know, search for it or whatever when you know what I'm saying? But Hulu, like, I have to search for that too, you know what I'm saying? Even on, like, Netflix, you know what I mean? But it don't, like, you know, be complicated, like, you know, to, like, you know, find that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, on there, on those two, like, you know, apps or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just be right there, like, like, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Can't even, like, you know what I'm saying, be out there just, like, you know, well, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention because, like, sometimes I know I don't be paying attention, you know what I mean? Sometimes I know I don't be paying attention, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, shoot, I be out there, like, looking at stuff that, like, you know, came out in 2023 or 2024 or, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I be out there just thinking, like, oh my goodness, it'd be so much or whatever, you know what I mean? But rather, anyway, so yeah. I'm just going, like, you know, constantly, like, keep on doing something or that, you know what I'm saying? Keep on training myself or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I can, like, you know, I'm gonna get faster. I know I'm gonna get faster, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in all of this, I'm in all this energy, you know what I'm saying? All that energy, you feel me? Brother. Anyway, this woman saying all she do is serve. I'm like, serve what? Your imagination? For real though, I'm like, oh my goodness, because I'm like, what is he talking about? Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, then, like, alright, okay, hey, do your thing. Around. Anyway, so I'm like, alright. And now I'm just like, you know, I'm just chilling or whatever. Or when I'm saying, just like, you know, on his own with y'all or whatever. Well, on his channel, and she just up there, like, speaking my mind or whatever when you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, I'm about, like, you know, keep on doing this or whatever when you know what I'm saying? And then I'm about, like, you know, go ahead and take a chance and see if I got, like, you know, past this, like, mission, you know what I'm saying, when I have to protect Bruce Lee from, like, you know, being poisoned or whatever when you know what I mean? For real. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I was gonna have to whoop his ass just like I whooped, like, you know what I'm saying, the other dude's ass, like, you know what I'm saying, the MMA fighter or whatever when you know what I'm saying, for real. I was like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying, because why? I want to say his name. I know his name, you know what I mean, but don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so yeah. I mean, like, yeah, it's cool. It might work out just fine or whatever. Or I just might have to come up with some other, like, you know, technique so I can, like, you know, beat this, like, you know, shit or whatever. Now I'm saying, I don't even want to wear no disguise. You know what I mean? I just want to do it in my own suit. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be something. It's going to be really something. But I'm going to have to, like, you know, see what, like, you know, strategy I can use so I can get through that. Well, just wearing my own suit. You feel me? Right. Because, so that's the only thing I'm going to be doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I could, like, you know, do the, like, you know, camouflage shit and just blend in with people and shit like that. But doing it in my own suit is more funner than that. You feel me? But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell on notification so you can see my next upload and my next post. And to make sure I make another one tomorrow. Oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos. They were like, so long, farewell, goodbye.